You're now watching exclusively on Patreon. Hello, hello, hello. It's Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas, and we are back season 3, and we have the pleasure today of having MONE Divine on the couch. And you deserve all of it.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the couch, and I'm
me.
so excited for having you on here. I always love having females here, getting to know people a little bit more intimately, a little bit more what you're doing out in the world right now. There's so many things that have changed, so many things that are like opening back up. So it's like a fun and exciting time. So I want to get to know all of you.
It's really crazy outside.
So what have you been up to? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you have going on currently?
Well, right now, clearly I'm on the OnlyFans wave like everybody else.
Of course.
But besides that, I am doing a bus conversion.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting because
So-
it's so out the realm of
Is this
what-
something that you've always wanted to do?
Yes.
And now because of OnlyFans, you know, situations that make us financially independent, making your dreams come true?
Yes, I've always been a follower of like the Tiny House Nation and all that type of thing, and living off the grid, and really, taking ourselves back from the government. So yeah, I've always wanted to build my own bus
So
and my
walk
own
us
sustainable living situation.
That process. Like, how did you got successful on OnlyFans?
Yes.
You are popping it. You're getting it. Making
Well,
all those things.
I've been in the industry for 18 years now?
Mm-hmm.
18 years. So I did all the mansions and all the things that we first do when we get into the industry, of course, because we're excited. We're porn stars. We're brand new. So I did all that. And when I retired, I kind of scaled it back a little bit. And then during quarantine, there was nothing to do but look at stuff on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I got into the tiny house thing, and I was like, you know what? I want to build a bus.
Okay.
I want to try building a bus.
Nice.
So, ta-da!
Hey,
it's summertime.
Anything is possible. That's what I like. It's
Exactly.
like, no matter where we start from, whenever all these like things, I think that's what leads us to like the right, like where we're supposed to do that things excite you. Because when you talk about that, you like light up. And so it's like, you know what I mean? It's funny because it's like, it's laughable, but it's cool because to me, I think like that's what a passion is. It's like I started following this motivational person, and it's just like, it's discovering like the artist within. It's like things that make you happy again. That was like those childlike things that like, it's just fun because of the financial independence that we've had, because of the careers that we've made for ourselves. It's like now we can kind of sit back a little and be
And
like
do
hobbies
what we
or like what you want, and like get back to
exactly.
the exciting moments again, which is shameful in the sense that it takes us that long to realize those things, because we should, elevate, but at least we are aware now and we're enjoying those times. So that's fun. Like I wouldn't think of those, but I see those tiny home things, all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the process to that? Like, so is it just for you? Is it for monetary things? Are you gonna rent it out? Like, what's going on with that?
Okay, I give away the secret. Hopefully nobody
Private
takes
talk.
it.
Private
but
talk.
it is going to be an OnlyFans bus.
Okay.
So it will be a studio on wheels.
So like Bang Bus, but
yes,
okay.
but actual Bang Bus, I believe, they left the bus as it is. It was just a regular bus with seats. This is an actual photo studio on wheels.
All right, so you're glamming that thing up.
Yeah,
all right.
It's gonna be insane. Velvet couches,
Nice.
TVs that fold out the walls, all kinds of crazy stuff that you would never expect on a bus, though. But it's also gonna be a sustainable way to live. You know what I mean? Like, you can rent it out, you can sleep in it, it will have a bathroom, it will have a kitchen, it will have running water. So all the things that you would have in a tiny apartment, but also a photo studio.
Is it going to be only for like content creators, or it's
No,
going to be accessible to anybody?
It'll be on Airbnb.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cute. I love that idea.
Airbnb.
Like, honestly, I love like, one, you're a female, you're an entrepreneur, you've made your name for yourself through the business, and you're doing something that excites you, and that's great. Like, I've never heard of that before. And that's what I think is unique about it.
Yeah, I wanted to do something different, and honestly, I felt like it's cool. Yeah, I left tons of porn in the world. Like, of course, but I wanted to leave something else.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to say that I created something else. So hopefully one bus will turn into a tiny village.
Yeah.
In due time. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm a believer. I always talk about it here at Private Talk. I'm a manifester. When you put it out there, it can happen, and nothing holds us back unless it's ourselves.
That's
so
very,
it's like,
very
you know,
true.
you got to start with one bus, two bus, you know, and their village will come, girl.
Yes,
your village will come.
Hopefully next time you'll get invited to the village.
Yes.
And you can do this from the village.
Hey, we
a
were all
village
for
that
it.
Is literally just for us.
For sure. I love that. We're taking, you know, Private Talk on the road too.
Oh,
so
nice.
you know, that could be a good opportunity to be a part of the village. So
let me put you on my bus.
I love the synergy. I'm all for it. So you say, you know, so you started with the porn business.
Yes.
And then from, you know, how long were you in the industry?
Oh God, I want to say about 10 years.
So then from the porn business, and you went to?
I retired completely.
Okay.
I literally retired completely because before I was in the porn business, I did the feature dance. I traveled all over the place. So they kind of ran hand in hand. I was here in California. I was stationed in California when I was in the industry. And then one day I woke up, went on vacation to New York, and it was
game
different.
changer.
Exactly. Just the vibe that they showed us out there versus us being out here, to me, was epic.
Real talk.
And so I kind of stayed, and I never came home.
Did you stay for just because of business opportunity? Did you find a boo out there that made you stay a little longer?
I wish
or did you
I
just
had found a boo out there in the beginning.
Because the East Coast, like I, you know, get what you say. It's like, you know, the love they show us. Because here, West Coast, it's like it's almost we're too spoiled. And I say we only because I'm a I don't know what you call me, a transplant. Because I came here when I was 21. I'm 37 now, so I've been here for my adult life. But I wasn't used to what any of that meant. And then also becoming Alexis Texas, being here, it's like you see celebrities, you see all these things.
See
so
everything.
Everybody's somebody here.
Exactly.
And then when in the East Coast and like, you know, New York, Miami were my top spots, are like, hey, it was always, hey ma. You know, and then it's aggressive, so it's like, you know, it's kind of attractive. Like, you know, I can shut down a lot of people, but you know, with the right swag, you might just
get it.
So New York did that for you. It wasn't even a man. The swag of New York just pulled you in.
New York to me, because to me in New York, porn stars were always pedestaled with the celebrities.
Okay.
We're here, like you said, we're kind of just out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They love us, but they love us from a distance. You know what I mean? Out there.
Isn't that in every relationship?
Oh yeah. We
are
are the dark celebrities. That's what I call us, the dark side of celebrities. Like,
you know, there is a lot of truth to that, you know, and I feel like it's kind of crazy because it's like, you know, so many people that you're like friends that you can actually not just acquaintances, and you can say friends. And then, but you also just understand game. So you're just like, you know what? I can't even be mad at you. So
yeah, because sometimes I get to be your friend outside, and sometimes you pretend like you don't know me.
Well, I'm never really friends with those people that act like that for very long. But I'm just like, okay, I see you.
Yeah,
I see how you really see me.
Exactly.
And that's why when you cut off the people that are just want to be around you for other things, but. I get it, but
yeah, no. The older I got, the more I learned to cut those people off. Yeah,
right,
I became very in
New
tune
York got your
age.
heart. What did you go out in New York doing? Because there's not a lot of porn shooting out in porn, you know, in New York. There's underground things. I mean, there was all kinds of things that are like,
there's underground parties, and I did a lot of features. That was the one good thing about New York. Like I said, I was booked at clubs like every night as like the headliner.
Yeah.
Like, they do that for you in New York. They'll put your name on the flyer. They don't have a problem.
Billboards, not even a flyer.
Exactly.
And they treat you like a goddess. Like, you know what I mean? From start to finish. But, you know, I also feel like, and I don't know, now I hear that it's very different. Like, and even I featured dance for 10 years. So at the end of it, there wasn't always the great grand gestures, and not that you need those all the time, because that's not the point, but it's also a point where it's like people forget that our livelihoods, we're leaving our homes, we're going to travel, there's other expenses, there's all these things where it's like that you take for granted that like you live down the street and I don't, and I don't, you know,
New York,
to do those things.
Well, actually, I'm not even just going to say New York. I'm going to say our industry in general, or that industry, the feature dancing and all that type of stuff. I feel like it dwindled with society. Like, the more that we went into recession, the more that they started to cheat us or not pedestal us as what I was used to and what you were probably used to when 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when we were, you know, the new young ones. Like, the new young ones right now are not getting what we got back then.
And that's why, like, it's again when we talk about gratefulness and humbleness and these things, like whatever, it's like, it's because not that we didn't take away from the hard work that we do and did, but it's just that it's just a different time.
Oh, it's definitely a different time.
I respect it, but I also would never want them to do it.
I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Only because I know better, and not because they're doing anything wrong. It's just I've done it. You know what I mean? And then I'm a big advocate of it's like, why beat a dead horse? You know what I mean? Like, I've been there, done that. I wanted to be the best at everything that I do, and we check walk. Now what's next?
Yeah.
Private talk after dark. Private talk all the time. That's, you know what I mean? So it's like, you graduate. It's what you're supposed to do, is continue to elevate and move forward.
That is very, very true.
So what's new going on in your life currently?
Honestly, I'm just kind of enjoying life besides OnlyFans.
So, let me back up because that's how I wanted to go into. So New York took you for a little bit, but then you didn't do porn for quite some time. Then OnlyFans came back. Yes. So what made you decide to do the jump of going back into an industry that you left, not because you had any faults from it, but because you decided something was next? What made you jump back into an OnlyFans type of situation for yourself?
Honestly, I started with OnlyFans just because I was in the house and I was bored. I was under quarantine. I lived by myself. So it was like, okay, I'm in the house. I'm bored. What do? Oh, let's start OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Let's do a billion solos by yourself because you can't go outside anyway. So it started off like that.
But you still didn't have, like, at that point, even though there was a year period of, like, fucking yourself on camera, and obviously at those things it's by yourself because it's clip videos. You know what I mean? It's not like a cam to cam thing. You just were just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. But what I'm saying is, like, but sometimes it's a disconnect because even myself, I haven't shot porn in 6 years. I do solos, but for me to say fuck it and just start fucking a dude, not that I can't and that I don't fuck dudes, but for me, there's a certain point of like, why do I need to?
I want to say that I started and I still do. I only fuck dudes that I like.
On your OnlyFans?
Yes.
Okay.
I fuck dudes that I would fuck because I want to fuck that dude. And I just tell them, like, yo, you want to fuck?
Do you pay this dude? Or do they know they're going on the OnlyFans?
Yeah, they know they're going on the OnlyFans.
Do they have OnlyFans? Or they're like, can you be my agent and sign me up, MONE?
I have a few people on OnlyFans that...
I like how you addressing those titties like it's like it's a situation, girl. You better tell me the truth.
I have a few people on OnlyFans that if they knew who they were, we would be sitting here with TMZ, the Shade Room, and everybody else.
But aren't we already?
Kind of, yeah, we actually are.
This is private talk after dark. I know all those things, and I am worthy to be
No, I'm saying, we would, it would be bad. It would be bad. Like, so some of them have OnlyFans.
You see that hair flip?
Some of them have OnlyFans, but no. Ooh.
Ooh. All right, so you started doing the solo videos. You saw, like, did you just already know that your fan base was gonna just start buying them, or were you just like, let me just try it?
I was just bored.
Okay.
I was bored. I was at the place where it wasn't really financial. It was more something.
Did you have a regular job at the time?
No.
Okay.
I haven't. I've never worked a regular job.
Okay.
Ever. In my whole life. I'm 42 years old.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think they're a bad thing for sure. Like, I've had one. Like, the last time I had one, I was like 16, 17.
Does that count?
I mean, you said ever.
Yeah,
like I just know the feeling of having to on a time thing, and then being an entrepreneur and being my own business person. So I just know I don't want a set schedule. Now, if I owned a business and I needed to be there from 9 to 5 because I needed to cover a shift, I'm there.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I just don't feel like the direction of where I've placed myself in my life and the blessings that have because of the career I've had. I don't wanna. I just don't wanna do it.
I think I just want to try it to see if I could do it.
But if you've never done it, you should.
I've never done it.
Because I think, again, because it takes nothing away from it. And what I love about it, it is hard work. And the people that do it, I think are respectable, great human beings, because that's how they survive. They have 2-3+ jobs. And I think that is amazing. Mm-hmm. I just didn't choose that route, and I don't have kids either. So it's, it's me. So I've chosen the life. That's why I say I'm blessed on that aspect. But if you've never, I think it is definitely even, and not to take away from it, to experiment and experience it, to see what that feels like, and do it to something that you like, that you benefit. If it's nails, or if it's fucking tanning, or a food place, or whatever the situation is, so that you get a little kickback, or a clothing store you want to go to, or whatever.
That sounds fun. You know what? I'm gonna see how long I last at the Nike store.
I'll film and produce this series here. This is gonna be the experience on the Nike store.
See how long I last at a male-driven establishment.
But you also there has to be requirements, because you have to actually try.
Okay,
because
you can't just do it right.
Yeah, like you can't just go in there and be like, "Fuck this job, I don't want this job." Like if they tell you gotta take
this for an hour,
for 1 hour, they're like, "Maybe you take the trash out." Fuck you and your trash. Like you can't do that. No.
All right.
Because then that's not fair. So it has to be a thing where either at least it has to do a minimum of like 5 days, or like two.
Oh, okay, two. Because honey, 5 days.
Do they train you at these things?
I don't know. Okay. Do they train you at the Nike store? They do train you at the Nike store. Okay.
We sound horrible. I'm sorry out there for Nike CEO. If you're out there, please contact me at Private Talk after dark.
Like, what do you mean? Do they train you?
I online shop. I don't go after, you know what I mean? After COVID, I really don't go into stores, but that doesn't forgive my trip. But we're going to figure it out, okay? Let me get this shit together. I'm going to produce this show for
I'm
you.
so down.
But that has to have requirements, because I feel like you could do it. The experience would be really cool, and I think that it shows the versatility of yourself, because you can do anything you want to put your mind to. It's just the fact of, do you want to? And that's what I mean is I've done it, and I've had to sustain my life from doing it. I paid myself in college. I bought my first car. I did all these things. Like, nobody gave me. I didn't come from money. I came from nothing. Like, I did everything that from me. So that's why I say now is I did that, and I don't want to do that no more. But I can do that if God forbid something happened and
you needed to.
And I needed to.
Yeah.
Sign me up. It won't be from. It would maybe 9 o'clock, because I wake up at 6 o'clock nowadays. I don't know if it's a thing after 35, but I just fucking. So maybe 9 to 5 would do great for me.
Yeah, no, I think that would be a cool show though. Porn stars getting regular jobs, but I feel like it would have to be in male-driven establishments, like someplace where.
But why male-driven places? Because it'd be more comical. Like, what kind of content are you trying to get? Because we're just trying to get us fired right away.
We're gonna get fired right away. Like, we're getting fired in like the first hour.
I'm trying to succeed at this job, MONE.
Really? You want to last more than
2 days?
3 hours.
3 hours? You can't.
You really think that? One of us is gonna last in Foot Locker.
First of all, the first time someone asked me to clean a bathroom, trash, I'm not.
It's over.
And again, I'm not beneath it, but I'm not doing Foot Locker's trash. I'll take my own out.
I will sell some shit out, some shoes though.
I'm definitely a great salesperson.
You sure you don't want to buy these? If you buy these,
you're gonna get a lot of husbands like divorced. They're gonna be like, "Why are you buying shoes from her?
Why did you buy so many shoes today?"
How many times have you had somebody tell you, "You know what? You broke up my relationship, MONE," and I
oh God, a lot.
You hair flipped me again. I'm noticing patterns.
I have no gag reflex, so yeah, that part.
Private Talk After Dark Patreon episode. I hope you're loving that she has no gag reflex because we're learning new things. I don't think it's new to you, but it's new to me, and I'm loving every minute of it here. MONE is giving us all the tea, all the love. So is that what is like? Is that what you one of your traits that if someone was like, oh yeah, no girl,
yeah, they never go away.
So it's like a superhead, but it's a different situation.
Ooh, I get it down here, so I don't know.
You're getting excited. When you like sucking dick.
Here, I love sucking dick.
Why you acting like a guy was the devil, girl? I am not. Rebuke.
I love sucking dick. So yeah.
But does it make does it make you wet though?
Yes.
Okay, so that means you really love it.
I love sucking dick, but I don't know. I'm competitive when it comes to.
So you want to have like someone on the other side and be like, I'm gonna suck this dick more than you.
Oh no. I want to.
Have you ever done
snatch a soul? Like if I focus on you and I like you, it's over. Like it's.
How many souls have you snatched, MONE? How many? If you could guess on a meter of snatched souls. Where's my butt in that? They changed that one. That's the one. That's the one.
Oh my god, I'm mad that you have this one.
The booing, you should have been mad at the boo. I wasn't trying to boo. I wanted to know. Soul snatcher. How many souls have you snatched that are, still coming back?
I'm still sleeping with some of the people I was sleeping with 15 years ago.
Okay, there's a couple questions.
And they have wives, girlfriends, and families.
Do they know that they're sleeping with you?
No.
Are you contractually obligated to these 15-year-old relationships?
No.
So you just know
I'm a free agent.
Are you in the league right now, or are you being drafted? What team are you being drafted for, MONE?
Free agent. Hold on. Hey,
what salary?
If you're looking for me, I'm outside all summer.
So,
just to let y'all know that.
Wait, back up. What did you say to us?
I said if they looking for me, I'm outside all summer. We outside.
Patreon. Yeah. Private Talk After Dark. I hope you're fucking loving this uncensored, unfiltered MONE, because she said if you're looking for her, she's out here
all summer.
It's hot girl summer.
I feel like
it's hot girl life for you, girl. I'm getting the energy that you have a very fiery sexual energy, which is not a bad thing. Please don't take it that way at all. But you just seem like a very fiery vixen.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you break a lot of hearts.
I do.
You leave a lot of trails behind of things that maybe you want to be on purpose, maybe not on sometimes, but you do things calculatedly. What is your sign?
Cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's telling.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Cancer, but I know I fucked one in Mexico one time. It didn't work out. It was like a 3 month. It was a 3.
I fucked one in Mexico.
No, I said I fucked one in Mexico.
Oh, one in Mexico.
Yeah, that didn't say what you stopped. I said, what are you trying to do?
Wait, I was supposed to say I fucked a few Mexicans. No.
I'm from Texas, first of all. What I said was, listen to me. No, just kidding. I fucked a Cancer. He was a Cancer sign. I was like, let me be patient with these words. I'm like, hold up a minute. In Mexico, it was like a 2-month relationship after that, but I don't know much about your sign is what I'm saying, any of that. But I'm saying just because for me I'm an empath and I feel like that's the energy that I get from you that I possess is a very you're a very vixen type of character. Like you want to eat men alive. And maybe women. I was gonna say maybe women. I'm like, wait, we said at the same time.
Because I take home a bad bitch all day.
Have you been in a relationship with a woman?
Oh yeah.
Several?
Yeah.
What's the longest term
relationship?
relationship?
In a relationship with a woman and a man.
At the same time.
I prefer my women to do my men, so we can all do it together.
So you like poly, and you like being the alpha in the poly.
Yes.
So you like to just be the dictator of the dick and the pussy.
And the pussy. Yeah.
Okay. See, yeah. I could see why I never got along with Cancer because I'm a control freak myself, and I mean sexually, not friend wise, because sexually can be submissive to an alpha, like man. I want my man to be a man.
I want my man to be.
But I don't. But I need my man to be alpha enough to let me be alpha in myself and my sexuality. And like if that means bringing another woman and me having because I want that. Then that's what I want. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Obviously, every man's gonna fucking.
But I have to be dominant to a woman.
And that's how I am. Like I can have a girl toss me around. Like I don't think it could happen. I'm too big of a bitch. It's not happening to me.
Yeah, I gotta run the show.
And what's funny is I've had someone, and only because a scene. They asked me. They were just like, "Can I strap you?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not? What was I gonna do?" But it wasn't anything sexual to me. But it was because it was her scene.
A scene, yeah.
But it was such. She was like this big and I'm like twice her size, but for her she wanted the dominance, so it was sexual and that thing. But for me it did nothing to me because I don't sub to women. So
it's really weird. I can be fucked with a strap on and I'm still gonna be dominant. So while I've done lots of strap on scenes, but while they're doing me with the strap on, I have to fuck back. I have to hold your hips. I have to tell you how to stroke. I can't do it.
But I've never strapped anybody in my personal life. In my personal life. In scenes, yes. And I'm definitely dominant. But in my personal life,
you missing out.
But am I?
Yes.
It just seems like a lot. Like, oh, wait, hold on. Flashback. I don't even think I've ever talked about this story. So I did strap on. Well, I wore a strap on in a VIP in a strip club in Florida because it was these strippers like fantasy for me to fuck them with the strap on. So I think I fucked like 3 of them, and I definitely annihilated all of them. But it was because I was strapping them. You like how I said annihilated? Like I wish I had a dick for one day and then I'd give it back because.
So my question is, that wasn't like sexually empowering for you? Like
that was 1010%, but that's not an ideal situation.
Yeah.
Not for me. Well, because I don't like to like, I could deal with like a bitch, but I can't deal with like 4 bitches and then I'm like trying to fuck them all. Like this is a lot of mental game.
It's a lot going on there.
It's a lot.
And you gotta have a lot of
now because like it was like right place, right time. I was all for it because they were all into me. I was there. I was hosting. It was a thing. We were all drinking, having a great time. It was great. They had a fucking thing. Ironically, they had it while I was there, and then I was so drunk that I was like, "Fuck it, yeah!" And it was a great time. Can't lie. But every day is just a lot.
I could go home and do that every day.
And I don't think that. Well, I don't know. I mean, I could do anything, obviously, but I'm just saying, for me, sexually to be turned on, if I told a bitch to come over, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be wearing a strap on. You better be ready for me." I just don't know if I could do it with a straight face. I think I laugh too much.
Honestly, when I put the strap on,
I laugh in uncomfortable situations. I think that's why, and not because it doesn't turn me on, but it's just because it's silly to me.
Silly,
like you know what I mean. But it feels good, but it's just like silly.
See, for me, when I put the strap on, I think I'm more aroused by the power than I am by the actual sexual act.
Do you feel like you really have a dick?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really funny because. When I put it on in the scene, you'll see me stroking it like I have a dick. Like I forget that this is not my
yours.
Dick.
What's your dick's name?
I should have been born with a dick.
What's your dick's name?
I don't know.
You don't have one?
My dick. Oh my gosh, should I name my dick? I'm gonna go look at my strap on and name it.
Girl, if you're over here telling me like, girl, you haven't strapped anybody, girl, you don't even have a name for it?
Don't have a name for it. I just know as soon as I put it on, I just know. The first thing I hear in my head.
It's a superpower here. Yes. Like a cape, but it's like your.
Yes. The first thing I'm going to hear in my head is, I'm going to fuck the shit out this bitch. That's the first thing my head tells me.
Have you ever fucked the shit out of a dude with the strap on?
Once.
How was that for you? It brings back memories, huh, yeah. Monet? Tell us.
I'm not gonna. That's such a hard one because in half of it I liked it, but in half of it was empowering.
Okay.
But in the other half,
something happened.
I like men. And I like manly men. I'm like you. I love an alpha. I love a man that can walk in the room and not open his mouth and still draw attention to himself.
Hot.
That's alpha.
But the person that you were fucking in his ass, were you turned on the other way, like where like it was like your man, or was it just somebody? Because for me, it's like I could never do that to a personal partner, and I also teetered because I was asked to do a scene like that. And I was like, no, because I didn't want to lose respect for men, and I don't say that in a negative way, but as how I see men who I'm fucking sexually, that I'm gonna open up a door that I don't know if I want to go down.
Yes.
So for me, I just didn't do it. I don't know if I would like it. I don't know anything. For me, is I just didn't want to tap in, because for me, that's not who I see my partner is allowing me to do.
Yeah. It wasn't my partner, thank God, because I'm like you. I couldn't do it.
But then but then that's why I asked the question. It's like where you say halfway you enjoyed it. Well, why psychologically did it change? Because now you're like, wait, what am I doing? But why do I like it?
It was because
if I don't like you, I'll dog the fuck out you. I don't care. But that's
really?
what I mean. Yeah.
If you like them.
If I don't like them.
If you don't like them.
That's what I'm saying. So if it wasn't my man, then I'm like, fuck you. Like.
So I think it was because with me, I thought that man was an alpha. And I was like, okay, he's hot. He's gonna, you know what I mean? But then when I did it, I'm like, oh, you're not it.
Yeah.
You're not it. It would have been nice if you were it because you're fine as fuck.
Yeah.
But you ain't it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I
get what
you're
saying.
It was the enjoyment of the power
you
of
felt
doing
lied
it.
To, or you felt cheated.
Yes, I did. And I've come across that with a
I
human.
hear you and I see you, okay?
Thank you. It's been like that lately, though, with a new generation of men out there.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How is your dating life? So because of someone you've been in the industry for many moons ago, doesn't matter, but you still get labeled as, oh, you did porn once, you did porn every day of your life, whatever. Yeah. You danced you're a dancer, whatever, all these things. How is your dating life? Does it affect that? Is it you have a dating life? Are you with somebody? What is your current situation?
That's a good question.
Are you in a situationship, girl?
I don't know if we're still in a situationship. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't talked
What'd you do, girl?
I haven't talked to him in a while.
That means no. In a while? How long is a while?
It's been like a month.
And you don't know if you're no.
He does disappearing acts. I don't know what that is about.
That's called ghosting, and we don't allow that type of energy back into our vaginas.
Oh my God!
We sage it out.
Oh, he's such a good
yeah, but when it's around,
he's so awesome when he's around.
How often is that?
Oh, the whole basketball season.
How many gifts? What coast?
Oh God, you're gonna get so many emails about
what coast are we? East Coast, West Coast? Are we back in Colorado? Or wait, or was that what? North Carolina?
North Carolina.
That was
North Carolina. New York. But he's not in New York. But yeah, East Coast.
Okay, East Coast. So like maybe the Knicks. No.
You're so cute. You know people do this to me all the time. I'm not telling.
The Brooklyn Nets. She said I was cute, so that probably meant I was right on the head of things. But you know, she does like to give head, ladies and gentlemen.
I love to give head.
Do you smoke? I know you don't drink,
no,
but okay. Okay. Sorry. Does this bother you?
No,
okay, just asking, being polite to my guests. Being polite. All right. So you won't tell me what team. I'm okay with that. You know, we all have to have privacy. But who would you say would be your first celebrity crush growing up? Did you have one that just was like stuck out in your mind?
First celebrity crush. Oh, Jesus.
You even do that better. They good?
Oh, The Game.
Oh, okay. Have you met him since then? Or have you seen his DMs?
Magazine with him where I'm butt naked on his lap. That was bad. We were young. It was horrible.
Why was it
we
bad?
hated each other.
Why? You just met each other and you hated each other?
We just met each other and he was just not.
Your energy just was off, or he was just an asshole?
No, he just was not for that photo shoot at that time. He was just like, no, this is a no for me, which I understood. I did feel kind of uncomfortable, butt naked on some dude's lap that I just met.
He was upset that you were being butt naked.
That he was booked for that.
Ooh.
I don't don't think any of us at that time, we were also young. I don't think any of us understood what Fish and Grits magazine was. I don't know if you remember that magazine, Fish and Grits.
I have no idea.
It was a magazine where artists were with porn stars.
Oh.
Yeah.
What year did you start porn? Like, you keep saying that, like, it's very similar. Like, I know I don't know when you started. I never met you in the industry, but I just know your name.
Got a chance to
but
meet.
what years were you in the business?
God,
or even like start?
2001.
Okay, so mine was 2006, 2007, end of 2006, 2007. So, like, the only one that I think magazine I ever knew of, and it wasn't even, like, porn stars were affiliated with anyone because they didn't, like, that was when, like, oh, we don't know them.
Yeah.
Was Show magazine.
I did Show magazine.
And then that was the only, like, real, like, mainstream at the time that was, like, that. And then, like, and then there was the other ones that were, like, adult ones.
Yeah.
But, you know, that you did. But that was, like, the only thing that was, like, you could see at the gas station or whatever the fuck it was.
So Fish and Grits kind of ran kind of mainstream at that time because they had artists, like major artists.
But was it like that they like did articles about like an interview, or was it just pictures?
No, they did full throttle interviews. Okay. And
because like it was just pictures of ass and oil.
No, yeah, it was actual full interviews. It had advertisements and everything, but they had butt naked girls with actual major artists at that time.
Was that the only one, like, shoot that you got booked with them? Was the game?
Yeah, no, actually, I did Method Man, years later when they tried to bring the book back. Was that any more or
less awkward, or was it still a naked on a lap situation still too?
No, it was way less awkward with him. Way less awkward. Was it because we were older?
Was it because of the individual, or because you just at that time you just knew what it was?
Yeah, I knew what it was. Okay. I think at the time when, like I said, when me and Game did it, we were young. He was new. I was new.
But you were attracted to him, and you were like, "Oh, he's fine. I gotta put my pussy on his lap." And you're like, "Is he gonna touch it?
This is not okay."
But was it really not okay?
It was not.
But had you done any porn scenes since then? Or at that time?
I think I had only did 2.
Okay.
I had did 2, and they kind of threw me in the world when, like, I went from that to, like, the Mix Show Music Conference when Little John was taking all the porn stars out of town with him when he first came out with his tape.
Okay, T.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. We used to be outside with them.
Outside with it.
So, yeah, that's when all the artists were coming out with pornos.
Okay.
Like, so...
Like sex VHS tapes.
Yes, they were definitely coming out with those. Like, I think everybody had one at that time. So, yeah, you would have to kind of mix with them.
Who's the craziest celebrity that came at you that you're just like, oh, and you turned down?
I don't think we can tell that story. No, we can't tell that story.
I'm like, I don't know what.
I want the truth.
I tell you guys that. I wish I could, but yeah.
I want the truth.
I'm not gonna do him like that.
Can we know what genre is he an athlete?
It's rap.
Can we tell the story at least?
Okay, so, and it was recently. Okay. Now, mind you, let me just put it out there. I am getting ready to turn 42 years old.
And you look beautiful. You don't look a day over 30.
I only attract, for some reason, people between the ages of 18 and 25.
Ay, Dios mío.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, we
you
go outside.
You want to know why? Because I feel like you have... For people like that, it should be a toxic thing. Is because they have mommy problems, and they want you. They want you to tell them what to do. Because they're man, but they want to be told what to do in other ways. That's why.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, so that's what I attract.
But that doesn't turn you on.
So, no, I love little boys.
You love them for the submissive, to make them be submissive, but you don't love them because that makes your pussy wet.
I'm about to come out with a video called "Surviving Monet Divine."
With surviving what?
Monet Divine.
Jesus. I could survive. I could read you. I love you. But what you do is brilliant. It's because you are so authentically you exude like sexiness.
Thank you.
And one thing I think like in the industry, like with myself, I struggled through a certain point which people think is crazy is like, I didn't feel sexy at certain times. And it was after I had already been Alexis Texas. It was like, in between, it was like, do you feel sexy? But the thing is what I love is like, certain people, you just get sex and you get sexuality, and it's not just like fucking, it's just the whole incumbents of that. And I feel like that's what you embody. So I feel like it's also a teaching lesson, because as we speak about like the dating world now and like how different it is, and who cares if we fucking did porn and sucked a dick 10 years ago, 20 years, who the fuck it is everyone were created through sex, and we should be more educated on it.
Exactly.
So the more as them surviving you is surviving women who is dominant as yourself, that I think is a great and brilliant way to use your brand, not only, but to educate people, is because some people just don't know. And it's sometimes if you don't ask a question, you're not going to know what the answer is. And maybe it's because you don't want to know what that is, but sometimes it's the insightfulness of it can get you a long way. There's now dating with all these men out there. It's very like, they don't put the time and energy to anything, because everything's been given to them. We have social media, everything's at the tip of our fingers, that it's like now, dating apps. Oh, you don't like me? Okay, next girl will. You know what I mean? So for now, it's like, it's really teaching people about people again. And even why I love my show is like, it's about, it connecting. Like we're obviously aligned in the business that we've done, and we have the same beliefs on some level, or we wouldn't have never been in the business.
True.
And so, there's, synergy to all those things of, your message isn't the same as mine, vice versa, but there's a lot of relatedness that I learned so much from you just saying those things, is because it's powerful to live in that truthful femininity and like really being divine as, because men need to know what's up.
And they don't.
Yeah, but you know why though, is because a lot of women for so long have been inferior, because we've been told you're a bitch, you're this. It's a negative way. And I think for me, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and it's how you deliver the message. It's because the meaning behind it is a lot more. And it goes for both, female to male too. There's a lot of things about men that, that we would as women relate and understand more if they be communicative about those feelings and emotions, but it's like allowing yourself to be vulnerable.
Oh, I was having a conversation recently on Clubhouse about that, about walking into every situation that you go into with transparency.
For sure.
Straight transparent. This is who I am. This is what you get. This is how it's going to be. Take it or leave it.
For me, it's like at this point, I don't have time to waste. Like
oh God, yeah, I'm
like,
too old to waste
I'm
time.
good. I've been married, divorced.
Yeah, we're either doing it or we're not.
Doing it.
Yeah, it's not a choice. Like,
what is your craziest fan interaction? Do you have one? You definitely have one to check out. I got a chuckle over that.
Now my bestie giggled like, oh, I know one. You poor thing. You go through so much.
But that's support. It's the community we keep around us that keeps us sane.
Yeah. No, she goes through so much. I feel bad for her.
You're more than welcome to get another shot. You deserve it, bestie.
My craziest fan interaction. Oh, goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
So many. They so predatory outside.
Let's hear about it. Talk about it. We're at Private Talk After Dark. We are enjoying your interview.
So much
we want to hear about it.
me.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. Because I also feel like, too, this is the power of, like, communication is maybe someone out there may see you sometime and they will now know how to approach you, because if this is what turns the negative part, we need to learn how to have our fans be like, what is the right approachable ways? Because sometimes they think like, oh, let me just try. No. Sometimes it's like, again, we have boundaries. We're still females. We're still like, it's a very broad and horizon out there sometimes, and it can be intimidating for females as much as we love our fans. So give us an insightful story.
Let's see her.
Let us know how they need to talk to you, Miss.
Oh, I'll just do some recent ones. I left the hospital the other night. This is predatory as hell. I left the hospital the other night. I get in the Uber.
Were you a patient in the hospital?
Yes, I was.
Were you dehydrated?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay.
How'd you know that?
I know PR. Let's go.
Yes, I was very, very dehydrated. I almost had heat stroke the other day. That was fun.
And here in LA?
Yes.
Bitch, were you in the valley?
We climbed the damn Hollywood Hill because Bestie over here thought it was a great idea.
When was the last time you climbed a hill?
Do the little thing again. Do the little sound
Wait,
again.
I want to do this.
I've never climbed a hill.
God damn.
Not that kind of hill.
Okay, but what time did you do it? 1 o'clock when it was the hottest time of the day?
3 o'clock, like
oh
2
my
o'clock.
Goodness.
Yeah, we almost died.
Girl,
literally almost died.
Now I think you have my number. Yeah, you called me for sure. You did. Do not. You hike at like 9 to 10 a.m. Anything after that at the summer hours, you will die up there. You see those helicopters? There's reasons. Don't be that lady.
Yeah, I got heat stroke. That was fun. I'm still recovering from heat stroke. Fun time.
I wish I had an IV for you, but I don't.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we will be sponsored by an IV company. I hope you're listening out there.
Guys, please bring IVs. Go stand at the bottom of the hill. It's a lot of crazy motherfuckers down there.
Okay, so let's still hear this story.
Okay, so I'm leaving the hospital and I get in the Uber, and the Uber driver seems really nice. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm half alive at this point. I'm dozing in and out. You know what I mean? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, which back home is 3 hours away. So yeah, I'm out of it. And he proceeds, he scared the holy shit out of me. He's going in his center console and he's pulling out these wrist cuffs and leather bands and strapping.
And he's not saying anything?
No, he's not talking. He's strapping up his leather band around his waist. And
did he have a strap on?
No, it was like some weird like leather thing, and then he puts his knife in there. And I'm saying to myself as I'm half awake, I'm gonna die right now. It's over.
I'm jumping out the goddamn car.
911 is already
in your phone. That's how you know you travel, girl. Yes, you are right.
911 was in my phone. Okay,
you should be sharing your location with your girlfriend.
Oh no, I do. 24 hours, all the time. Cause she's almost had to come get me from being kidnapped.
I believe it.
Yeah, poor bestie. So yeah, he's
tequila.
Over there. He's putting on all the stuff, and then he goes back in there and he pulls out a dog collar and puts on
like
his
a
dog
shock collar or like he wants you to like walk his ass around the fucking thing.
The spiked dog collar. And then he puts like 30 silver chains on.
Do you have a special kind of Uber I don't know about, bitch? Is this like the kinky Uber section? Like when you swipe to pool? Is this Uber pool or Uber fucking kink? What is this shit?
50 Shades of Grey Uber. He puts like 50 chains on. And then he looks
You're
back
not asking any questions? Like, I would be upset.
At this point, I didn't even know what to ask. And then he looks back at me. He's like, so yeah, you're beautiful. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to play my album right now. And now we're going to do 45 minutes to his album. And he's singing. He's got all his chains on. And he's pumping in the air.
Wait, what kind of music was this? Like ska? Like what kind was not hip hop? If you're wearing chains and some shit.
Rock music. It's like if you went into
hold on.
Red Hot Chili
You
Peppers.
you were probably dancing along, and so he was going even more. You were like, yeah, baby, yeah, get that shit.
I'm half alive though, and I'm like, oh my god, you're so good. Yeah, please hurry up and get me up.
The fact that he knew that he picked you up from the hospital is the problem that I have with this whole fucking
we
serenade.
Just not have a quiet Uber ride? Like, what the hell was like?
Was it an SUV?
Yes.
Did he like get out of the car and like dance and do stuff?
No, thank God.
Well, no, I don't think this is.
But he got me to the hotel, and he gave me his phone number, and asked me if I could promote his album. And yeah, that was fun. 45 minutes. I know this guy's album by heart.
Can you sing a little? Can you sing about 50 seconds? 30 seconds.
God, no.
Can you show us a dance move that really turned you on? I know your pussy was wet, dripping when you
he
went
was driving, and he's like doing
titties popping. Like, we need to see more bouncing.
Yeah, this was his dance move. Like, he was definitely a rocker. I will say that.
Would you have wrote it?
No.
Was it because of the chains, or because it was that early he was trying to promote his album?
Yeah, it was the promotion of the album.
Isn't that dedication, though? Your man's out there hustling his album on the street, girl.
Yeah, but why? Why the 50 silver chains?
I said the chains, and you said no. It was the album promoting.
I'm not even exaggerating. I was scared.
First of all, I was scared from the belt and the knife. The chains was an extra added thing.
Took it to the next top because I've never seen
you?
anybody pull. There were this thick.
Were they
and
big?
They were little.
Were they bangles?
No, they were like the rope chains.
What's his Instagram? Because I know he gave you that fucking shit.
Oh my god. Okay, we're at the end of the interview. I'm going to give this to her so she can post it.
I definitely want to see what his outfit, because I know you're not the first one he's worn this for. So he's on that page with the outfit, with the chains.
He's gotta be. You've got my phone. We've got to find this for her. It's gonna be epic. Yeah, and it just goes like that. That's how my life goes. I go to the Verizon store, and this guy's so cute. You're really cute, dude. If you see this, I don't mean this in a bad way. You tried, and it was so genuine. I go to the Verizon store.
I love how you change your voice tone.
He's 21.
Oh, this is why we get this voice?
Cute. He's in Tampa. You're in Tampa. Telling a story about you.
You should feel special, motherfucker, because Patreon, we're listening to you at After Dark right now. All right, Tampa, Verizon store, let's go.
He's fixing my phone. I leave my phone with him for like 2 hours.
Oh, he's definitely got all your nudes, bitch.
Oh,
he's jerking off to your nudes, for sure. All your OnlyFans content.
All of it. Done. Just done. I leave. I go get a massage. I go do all this other stuff. I come back, and he's like, here's your phone back. You're so pretty. I would love to talk to you.
Of course.
And this is the kicker. Now, most of the time a guy tells you he would love to talk to you, can I get your phone number?
Baby girl.
Oh, but I don't have to ask for your phone number because I work at the Verizon store.
Oh, hell no.
Have a good day, mama. La, 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 la. I'm walking down. Yeah, I'm going to go back to my room. Ding!
You tracked your location, for sure.
Ding. Who's texting me? 1 picture. 2 picture. 3 picture.
4
picture.
Were they nudes?
5. No, they were all of him with a fish.
Bitch, no. That's how he wanted to lock down the pussy, was a fish picture?
It was cute, though. You're so cute. One day I will come back to Tampa and go fishing with you.
Don't lie to him.
I'm going to go fishing with him. I am.
Why?
I'm going to send you all the pictures on the day I do it. Because he was sweet. And he's only 21.
Who are you trying to convince, you or me? Because I really feel like
it was cute. It was cute.
Yeah, but we're talking about tragic fan stories, and this is what we.
Don't send the girl from the. Don't go in her phone. This is the second time with Verizon. This is the second time.
Verizon,
at least this guy sent me fishing pictures. When I first got my phone, when I first signed up for my phone plan at Verizon, an hour later, I got 22 dick pics and a video of him smashing some girl from the back.
Did that make your pussy wet?
No.
Did you feel offended?
I did.
Did you feel violated?
Yes, I just wanted my damn phone fixed.
So what did you do?
I think he got fired.
Why are you upset about it? First of all,
because I'm a cancer.
I don't know what the fuck that means. But what
cancer traits.
The only cancer I knew, he was toxic. I think he cheated on his girlfriend that he lied that he never had him. I don't really fucking know. Anyways, that's in my own experience. Not to put that on you. But I'm just saying, first of all, I could understand for the being empathetic because of the job thing, and we all need jobs. But it's also still not okay. You're a female. He doesn't know your situation. Exactly. You could be married. You could not be. You could be whatever the situation. That's not okay. And that's a violation of you and their trust for that store and that company. So that's why they're protecting their integrity to do that, because that's not okay. The same way as I feel that, as being a single female, it's there's just certain boundaries that we have to take. And if you wouldn't have done that, sir, then that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
You're going to know next time you're not going to fucking do that, because it's just not okay. It's not like you intentionally wanted to get him fired. You just were you felt violated because also he just had your whole phone. He could track you. He could do all kinds of shit.
Why are you
Bitch, I watch Dateline way too much, okay? I'm I don't be trusting nobody. And I'm you always be and my family is from New York. Okay, we're from the Bronx. We don't play that game. So it's but you just always be mindful of your surroundings. But also, too, is I'm very, I sometimes can be naive because I want to think the best of everybody, and I always give people that first impression. But when you feel something in that gut thing, and your gut was to say, sir, this is not okay.
Yeah, it was not okay.
Sir, it's not okay. What is your biggest strength? Besides eating ice.
I love ice. My biggest strength. That is a good question.
You need your button again?
Yeah, you want to stump me on this one. Maybe I live with no judgment. Like, I don't judge people.
Okay.
I'm not one of those people that like kind of follow the beaten path. You know what I mean? Like, just because somebody else doesn't like you, until you prove to me who you are as a person, I'm gonna see you. Okay. I'm gonna see you regardless. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take the time to see you. And I feel like because of Instagram and all the social media, we don't do that for each other anymore. We don't have those human interactions, and we tend to just judge people because of what social media told us. You know what I mean? Or because what we see on Instagram, or because what we see. Exactly what we think we see. Because a lot of you and I both know a lot of that is phony. And I tend to take the time to really try to get to know people. So I try to see you for who you are. And I don't think that's not out there a lot anymore. It's not a lot of people like that.
What would you say is your biggest weakness?
Ooh, I'm clingy.
Okay. But you talk about being so business-minded. You have, you're teaching people how to survive you. How do you put those two things, like, is it?
I think that's just part of, I don't want to say it's part of being a Cancer.
I was going to say, are you going to have this Cancer fucking card again?
We're really emotional. I'm so damn
but I think
emotional. It's insane.
But let me food for thought. How about you exchange the word with being the Cancer is that's how you are. Because you are an emotional, because I think that some Cancers may identify the same thing. It's like there are certain things I'm like, oh, I'm true Gemini. But I think it's also when you become aware of, like, if you're a Cancer or not, I think you genuinely, that's the type of person you are.
Oh, no, yeah.
So when you take that part away,
but I'm not going to lie to you.
But
Cancers are emotional.
Yeah, but you're giving an excuse to why you are. You just are true. Who that is, and that's okay. And you find your truth within what that means for you. But don't blame me because it's a Cancer. You just are an emotional person. I'm an emotional person. That's why you also are a strong woman, and why you've built the platform that you have is because you are an emotional. So you have a lot of guarded walls up that don't let things in. So those things are to be like the counterpart of there's always a different, perspective.
Perspective, yeah, very true. And I'm clingy. I think my biggest weakness is the clingy thing. Because being clingy, I think I push people away also at the same time because I move too fast.
Okay.
Yeah. I jump on things just like instantly, and I need to learn to take my time. And I'm very trusting. Very, very trusting. And that puts me in bad situations. Because
but do you think that that's a bad thing, though?
I think that I should take the time to get to know people a little bit better before I just jump off the boat.
Okay.
Because I'll jump off the boat with no life raft. No nothing. No airbags. No nothing. Just off the boat. Woo! I'm out of here.
What's unique about conversations like this is that, we always talk about all of these things, and we're the only people that really genuinely know ourselves the deepest. Is you already figured out and know exactly what you want, and you've told us right here at Private Talk After Dark. It's just you living to what you're actually saying.
Yeah, that's my problem.
You know what I mean?
I know,
but I think that's wrong. Maybe not saying again. The words of problem. It's not a problem. It's just you're gonna learn to do better.
Exactly.
And putting yourself in just being aware though is a big step to just even knowing that that's a big step. Is just there's so much more to you that you can even obtain because that's limiting yourself because there's a piece that's like so much more.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very.
Do you have any daily rituals that you abide by?
I do. I try to, and sometimes I'm a little off. I don't do it every day. I try to get up and do yoga. every morning if I can,
if
I'm in the right place. And I try to meditate. Like, I try to really sit down and do my breathing and everything. The older I've got, health has starting to become more aware to me. Like, I'm starting to see the health issues that I have.
Yeah.
And because of that, things have been shaky. So I've had to stop eating meat. I don't drink or smoke. So that was never like a thing for me.
Yeah.
And I think just because I'm scared, I'm a control freak. So I feel like I wouldn't be able to control the situation if I did do that. But yeah, like every morning it's been yoga, it's been meditation, and now it's working out because, you know, I know that's just a body and movement is always a good thing. So
for sure. Biggest life lesson that you've learned?
Ooh, biggest life lesson that I've learned, probably the same thing. Just learn to
take care of your health.
Exactly, take care of my health, and not to just be so trusting. Not to just, you know, just go for it the minute I meet you. Okay. You know what I mean? Try to take my time and get to know a person, because I put myself in so many bad situations, especially with relationships with men. I tend to I just want to give you everything on the first day, and that you get hurt that way. You really do. And I've been hurt because of that. So I'm learning to kind of just, you know, scale it back a little bit. Like, okay, maybe we're not going to go home right now.
I think it's also the awareness of knowing that sometimes when we don't deal with certain things is what we attract, that we don't realize it's not healthy. Yes. Is because I don't think that the right person or whatever that wants to be into your life, you could maybe still go home and not be sexual or not be whatever, or just be there for the time. But it's also sometimes when we don't look at the bigger picture sometimes, because we just live surfacely sometimes to survive. It's like fight or flight. We don't think about the internal, where it's like we're almost doing it to ourselves. And until we learn that lesson, it comes back into our life. And unfortunately, sometimes it's the men that we choose, or we, you know what I mean? And so it's like, but you shouldn't love less. You shouldn't be any lesser than who you are as a beautiful soul that you are sitting right here. Because like I said earlier, is like you exude this passionate, fiery person that, like, it may be too much for someone, but it's enough for the right person. So it's like, you know, don't pick yourself. Yes, we all get hurt, and you shift the way you think. But
that's very true.
You know what I mean? You don't change the way you love.
That's very, very true. It's funny that you said that, because I have that on my shoulder. I rather love and lost than never left at all.
Facts.
Like, and I've had that since I was young, so I do believe that. Like, you know, I'm having given up. I will try again.
And I know you
just trying again with a different type of man.
1,000. I'm right there with you. I'm single. I've been divorced for 8 years. I've been single from any relationship for 3 years. Dating's not easy. It's not ever. I feel like I thought I wanted to date a lot sooner than I was really ready for, but until I really did the work for myself this last year and a half, I was like, oh, this is how adults do things. Oh, this isn't just, you know what I mean? So it's seeing a different perspective of the men you invite, or the women you invite, or just the environments that you invite.
That's what I was
that you want to be around, of whom should be in your life. Yes. And that's when those things make connections, when we don't even realize it. So it's like easier said than done. But, you know, as long as we one day at a time, we're good.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I'm right there with you. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to get back to my favorite part and play Truth with Texas.
Ooh, hey.
All right. We are back. Private Talk After Dark. We have MONE Divine on the couch still, and we are going to get with Truth with Texas, my favorite game. I hope you guys are enjoying it here on Patreon with us. I know you are new to the channel, but you will always love Private Talk After Dark. So, are you ready? We've got 4 cards. Each one is an ace. Each suit is a different type of question: kinky, naughty, romantic, and spicy. We're going to go through all of them and see how naughty, kinky, and spicy you are, Miss MONE.
I'm so excited about this.
All right. First card. Ace of Diamonds. It's a spicy question. Private Talk After Dark. Let's see how spicy she really is. What is the most embarrassing sexual thing that's ever happened to you? Can be either to you or can be with your partner or like whatever situation is happening. What's the most embarrassing sexual encounter that has happened?
Could it be at work?
Yeah.
I was on set doing a threesome, and the girl was doing anal, and oh boy,
She shit on you?
yeah, all over my chest. That was not fun.
That was enough?
Yeah, that was not fun.
Did you ever work with a girl again?
No.
Would you like to say her name on camera?
No. I don't even remember her name. That's what's really bad. Oh my God. I really don't remember that girl's name. I remember what she looks like, kind of, but I don't remember her name. There was a lot of people there that day.
Longest time you've ever gone without sex?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Fallen asleep during sex?
Yes. Yeah, quite a few times.
Have you ever had someone fallen asleep having sex with you?
Yes.
What was that encounter?
He was on like really drunk.
Was his dick inside of you asleep, or was he eating your pussy asleep?
No, his dick was inside of me, and I was riding him, and he was asleep.
Did you still keep riding?
Oh yeah.
Did you come?
Yes.
Good girl.
I don't think he did, but I
did. Does that sound bad?
Yeah, it sounds like I really raped him, right?
Wait, but that was...
You guys, I swear I didn't do that. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, he liked it. His dick was hard. Not you got me in here admitting the shit that we are not supposed to talk about.
Don't worry, Anthony. We're going to cut all of that out because that is not appropriate.
No, I swear it was consensual.
But that sounded like I'm condoning you as fucking some man.
Oh my God. Good question. Really bad question. No, I've never done that, guys. We're going to retract that answer.
And we're back. So that was the best question I've ever heard in my life, but not really because I didn't know the answer it. But who are your top porn stars?
Oh, right now or before?
Both. I'm curious to know before you got into porn. Like, did you have any people that you looked up to getting into porn, or were you just a sexual person? It didn't matter. You didn't have any.
I didn't. I think I was just a sexual person, and it didn't matter.
So you didn't have any like people you liked.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So now, who are your faves? I feel like you're just trying to be too gangster, so you don't really know. You don't really want to tell me I looked up to nobody. I'm just that bitch. Is what I think you want. No. Because there was no influence into the porn.
Remember, like back then, there was no.
No, I don't, bitch. You said 2001. Oh, 2007 is a long time. And I didn't fucking know. I know I smoked weed, but I don't know 2001. I was in high school. I was trying to go to prom. I went to all 4 years.
Did you really all 4 years in prom?
Yeah,
Damn, I never even went to one.
I regret it every moment because it was just a waste of money. But every boy liked me. Well, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe I worked the program. Sorry. I know y'all are watching.
God, I was such a slut. I didn't go to prom. But
how could you be a slut and not go to prom?
Because I fucked my college tutor instead.
Your college who?
Tutor.
Oh, but you were in high school?
Yeah, I was way too young.
And you had a college tutor?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been boning him. You were a really bad man, dude.
This is a big breakthrough here in private talk.
Really bad guy.
You never know what happens here at Truth with Texas, but you know what, Patreon, I'm giving you what you need and what you want.
Oh, okay, let me see. I knew when I first got in, I really, really liked Lexington Still.
Okay.
He was one of my
favorites. Did you fuck him?
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Okay. Was it good dick? Or was it what you thought it was?
No, yeah, his dick's awesome. Now, I would say, who's my favorite person to fuck?
Is there anyone you want to fuck now that you haven't?
No, I'm probably running through all the grades.
Are you still fucking them now? Oh, yeah, you're doing scenes on, but only fucking guys that you would fuck him your personal life.
Yeah, totally fuck Lil B.
You have a fucking lot of rules.
I
That's all I know. You have a lot of rules.
I
I'm like,
of
you know how I know them though. Look, I pay attention. I
got a lot
pay
of
attention like a real one.
I got a lot of rules.
It's okay. It's called boundaries. It's all right.
Yeah,
It's all right.
I got really good boundaries. Let me see. Nasir, Little D, all the new ones.
Okay, who's Little D? Does he have a little D?
No, he's got a really big dick.
Then what is he?
I fucked him on the day he turned 21, and I am 40.
How old is he? He's still 21? Was this like yesterday?
22.
Jesus.
This shit, we're just putting it outside right now. Yeah, he's like 22 on the day of his birthday.
So was it good?
Hell yeah, he's
like,
awesome.
You still fuck him?
I haven't in a while, but
you would.
Done it. Oh hell yeah, I totally still fuck.
They don't talk too much. Like I just feel like 22-year-old like seems like a lot of work. No.
I like little boys sometimes. You know,
to do what to them?
Prime. They're cute. They're all like
to yell at them and
they're
tell
like
them.
Little puppies. You used to rub on them and tell them stuff. Yes, you're so cute. I'm gonna feed you.
What do you feed them?
Take them to eat. You know.
You take them to eat? Oh, so you like to be that mama, okay? This I told you they have mommy fetishes and you over here like, I'm gonna feed you. You change any of their diapers too, motherfucker? What are you doing over there?
I don't know what it is with me and young dudes. I have a young guy fetish. I do.
I just don't. And I think, but do you have any younger siblings?
Yeah, I have a little brother.
Like, I have a little brother who's 25. The thought of anything that's,
Mine
like, close to that, I'm, like, disgusts me. Like, they all...
Mine's 24.
Yeah, no. For me, like, men don't have dicks until I fuck you. Okay? So, like, they're dickless until then. So, I'm just, like, until I fuck you, then I know what your dick is like.
I'm a whole predator then because
you just know what you like.
19 to 25.
19?
Yeah.
That's okay. What's the youngest guy? Well, I think we can only say. It's going away.
This is horrible, right? Don't ask that question.
All right.
They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Mone's a predator." I swear to God, I'm not. Man. Not they like.
Who's the oldest guy you've had sex with?
82.
Oh. Okay. Was he in a wheelchair?
No, but he does have pancreatic cancer.
Oh, okay.
Now, he didn't then, but he does now.
I don't know. I was just thinking like how mobile he'd be.
Not very mobile.
Is why I was thinking. Like the hesitation was like, was he up and around? Like what was he doing with Monet? Monet was giving him. Is he gonna buy the tape of How to Survive Monet?
He's gotta like hold the tape. He has to like, you know.
Do you have like a patent move that everyone knows? Like, oh, that's Monet's. They always.
Well, I'm the throat goat, so.
Is that your nickname?
Yeah.
By multiple people?
Yeah.
Do you have a shirt that says it?
No, I should get one.
I'm going to make you one. I
nice. I'm so excited about the shirt that says the throat goat.
Throat goat.
That's what they call me in the streets.
Coming to Private Talk, the throat goat. Monet
it.
Divine. Yes, she is. Private Talk, Patreon. You have the throat goat here. I hope you know that this is a privilege. This is an honor that she has had a lot of things in her throat, and they call her the goat.
Oh my God, I need that for my opening when I walk in a room.
You know, I am a host of a lot of things. It's just like this beautiful show that I have here.
So I need that for an opening when I walk in a room.
My language, you know. Okay, next card. Yeah. We learned a lot in that first card.
Okay, card number 2.
Ooh, Ace of Hearts is a romantic question.
Oh.
Would you consider yourself a romantic?
Very much so.
What's the most romantic thing that someone has done for you? Are you the one who does the romantic things?
No, I've had people do romantic things for me. What is the romantic?
You need your button.
You
love that button. I'm happy I found it. You know, they moved this shit around.
The most romantic thing someone's done for me.
those big titties just get a lot of rewards. I know they do. I know it's hot and moist in here, but I need to keep you on your toes, MONE. Rub them, touch them, love them. Is Miss Texas making you blush? Oh, your nipples love me. I can see it.
Oh God, you asked a really. This is a stumping question.
I ask a lot of good questions.
I've had yes. Oh my goodness. I've had a lot of things people would consider romantic that are like out the norm. Like,
well, okay? I get that, but what is to you the biggest one that stood out to you in your mind? Like that you were just like, yeah, you've had all these grandiose things, but what's the one that if it was just like, even if it was something simple because it meant more because of the thought, what is something that stands out to you as romantic?
The fact that,
to be dirty, I know it is.
No, it's not. He's really sweet. He would wake up every morning and make sure he found me a muffin. No matter, like...
What do you mean, found you a muffin?
Because we were always in a different hotel in a different city.
Okay.
So no matter what time he had to go to practice, he would always wake up in the morning.
This is MBA. Sure we can't know his name. Okay.
But yeah, he would wake up every morning and make sure that he
Sweet.
He knew exactly what.
What kind of muffin?
Blueberry muffin. And he always knew that. Never had to ask.
Throat goat.
This is the sweetest thing ever.
That's what happens when you're the throat goat.
And he was young, so it was like.
You know, the young ones. The young ones, I will say. Well, not all of them. I take that back. There's some young ones that are like genuine. The very back. Not just the genuine, but I think it's like. It depends on really how they're raised or what they're like. See what love is because it's like how they make that thing of like the R&B love, or like it's a slow love where it's like people pay attention to what you're like really saying with intention of like you may have just said it once, but you knew every time that he would go get it, which is more thoughtful in those types of things where it's like it really is a telling of how you were raised to show what love is. Exactly.
I would say I got to go through the past 2.5 years knowing that I was really loved.
Okay.
Like really, really loved. And that was awesome.
I like that for you. Cut or uncut?
What, down there?
Bitch, where do you think his arm his leg? Not his third leg.
It depends on how big it is. Because it could be, if it's 12 to 15 inches.
You're fucking 15-inch dicks?
Yeah, I love 15-inch dicks.
Do you have like I was going to say a thermometer. Do you have a fucking ruler? How do you know they're 15 inches?
I think
15 is a very accurate number and very big number.
I think Makana he might not be 15. He might be like 13.
This is for sure. Is this 15 from my wrist to this?
You want to see the video?
Yeah, I do, but is this 15? Like, what are you saying 15 is?
We would have to.
Don't get it twisted.
Cause I'm little, so.
But how do you know it's 15? He told you?
Well, yeah, they claim. It's probably not a full 15.
But do you?
It's probably like 12.
Okay.
It's probably like 12.
Now I'm curious because I have.
But it's a big ass 12.
Like
I'm gonna show you. It's when we went to the airport, they stopped him because they thought he had something in his pocket.
Who touched it?
The security.
They had to touch his dick?
Not necessarily touch it, but they definitely kept him for a little while.
I've gotten groped by I feel like they do it on purpose.
I got groped by someone that knew me though.
And I'm pretty sure
purposely
they all know
stopped me.
And you too.
Yeah, they know us.
They're
groping you on purpose.
There's a time and place in the morning, and like you know what it is. Like
they're groping. They're groping you on purpose.
I'm like I used to sometimes because you also have to be like careful because you are flying and it's whatever. I just like I charge people for touching me. You know that, right? Like let's just keep my hands where it is. Like you're touching my pussy, B.
I'm gonna start telling people you have to pay to pat me down.
No, you just be like, I'd be charging people for that,
Yes. Even security at the club.
What club? And why are they patting you down?
I've been to security. I've been to strip
What clubs are you going to?
Where the females in New York have literally touched my breast on purpose and been like, yo, you're so hot.
Oh, I've had that too. I had people that I was like, look, I got a whole lot of stuff. We can't be coming in here.
Yeah, no, you cannot be doing this to
Don't be touching me like that.
Definitely don't be touching. No, but
Mommy.
You got a really big dick.
I'm going to see it. Okay, what's the longest ideal sex session for you?
6 hours.
6 hours? Yeah. How many times are you climaxing or then are they?
Hopefully they're climaxing like 4 to 5 times, and hopefully I'm climaxing like 6.
You seem
but
very...
6 hours that's light work.
You seem very calculatedly business-minded in that situation.
I did 2.5 hours, 3 hours yesterday.
That's a long time.
Poor baby. He was like, I thought we were shooting a scene.
Did you just torture him?
Basically.
How do you torture these men?
I am the fucking soul snatcher.
Oh, it's just the throat goat.
Yeah, and I'm soul snatcher. No, I'm just really
but
sexual.
Does the soul snatcher involve like fucking too and making that soul snatcher? Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
I thought it was only because of the throat goat situation.
If I'm on my prime and I'm in my zone, I'm fucking you.
But are you doing that because you want to collect men into your little like...
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I look this way at 42.
There's a word to say that, but the devil is alive over here. It's like, maybe I look this way. It's like, collect all these people.
You know, collecting them as I go.
Collect it.
He's definitely a porn star, and he's definitely gonna call me. And he definitely said some shit as a porn. He's a porn star.
What's his name?
Every day.
What's his name? Tell us.
No, I worked with Slim yesterday. Slim Poke.
Oh, so Slim is the one who's gonna get it for you.
We had fun.
You're gonna do it again.
We had fun.
Off camera.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Those eyes may be working for somebody, baby boo, but I can see all up in that shit. You gonna fuck the shit out of him. Maybe. Not for OnlyFans. All right, it's a kinky question, and I know your ass is fucking kinky.
Here you go.
Oh yeah, let's see
this. I'm gonna
this
make her watch this video so she can.
You ain't gonna make me do shit. I'm gonna watch the shit.
I don't know, maybe like 13. Is it playing? Oh, there you go.
Now, first of all, that's not 15.
No, that's not
for
15. He
sure
might be like
not
13.
And I thought it'd be way thicker. It's not small, guys, but I definitely...
Guess how tall he is.
Girl, you fucked a lot that day because you're all about...
you fucked a lot that day.
Well, I mean, not that day, but like that session. Your face is red because you were doing the work.
5.5 hours.
That's a lot, bitch. That's a lot of work.
The
okay.
5.5 hours.
First of all, I don't even know. Okay, he's thick,
mm-hmm.
but do you think 12 too? You need to measure it
12, 30.
to tell us for sure.
He did a video where he put all the water bottles on the table and he knocked them all over with his dick.
Like this, I need to call someone right now and be like, can you please measure your dick? Because if this is 15 to you, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to have to bring him back here. His name's McCona Man.
McCona Man?
Yeah, he's got a huge dick.
Does that mean that's his porn name?
Yeah, his porn name.
How long has he been in porn?
He's been there a while.
I just feel, okay, so for me, like, not for nothing, like, he maybe McCona Man, whatever the fuck his name is, no offense, Mr. whatever. But I don't know him, but it's like, I've been in porn for a long time, too, so it's funny to see, like, the people that you miss within the times, because it's like, sometimes there was bigger conventions now, like there was before, like even like the time gap for us, like 2001 to 2006 and 7. Really for me, it's 2007 when I really started. There was a big difference from signings and events, social media, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, you guys obviously did just as much as work as I did. You know what I mean? It doesn't take it away from it. It's just, I don't know the names because I never watched porn prior to.
Yeah, I never watched
just like you said too, it's like you didn't have somebody that you looked at. It was just like, I was just always sexual. I was just like, I want to fuck. And
I was an escort.
Okay. See, I got into it it was just random. Like I met someone and they thought it was like a situation, I thought it was what was the thing, a Limidate thing at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And they were doing a reality type porn, and I was like, they like came into the bar, this kind of situation, and it led into that because he didn't call me, and I was like, oh, so I guess she didn't want me in this porn anyways. And he's like, I never thought you would, and then drove back to where I was, yada yada. Long story short, and I'm here. But so it's just like one of those things. It's different and funny how like we're still relevant in our own lanes of being in the adult industries and being able to be successful women and doing our thing. And I think it's a beautiful thing to see. Finally, now it took this long, but I'm glad that I had you on the couch.
So happy that we got to do
this. I've had a fun conversation.
Definitely.
We've got
this one.
Yes. Kinky. Woke up to someone you didn't know their name.
Oh God. Woke up to a few people, don't remember their name. Yes. I have done that and then seen them in the club and been like, God, what's their name?
Most number of times you've had sex in a day?
12?
Ever had a partner too kinky for you?
No.
Describe what an orgasm feels like. How would we survive Monet's orgasm?
Euphoric.
It's euphoric.
Euphoric.
They tell you it's like euphoric.
You're going to feel like you're just gonna be trying to figure out like what is happening right now. Like why do I feel this way? Yeah, like why do I feel this way?
All right, last card is an Ace of Spades, which is a naughty question, our favorite here at Private Talk After Dark. Handcuffs or blindfold?
Handcuffs.
Choked or spanked?
Choked.
Lube or spit?
Spit. Lots of it.
Lots of it. Faked an orgasm?
Oh, God, 1,000,000 times.
Can you tell us what it sounds like?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right there.
Monet just came, guys. Oral sex, sloppy or clean, Miss Throatgoat?
Sloppy. Who wants to have clean oral sex? You want to have clean oral sex? Like if I eat your pussy right now, would it be clean?
I mean, that's on you, fam.
I
mean, if you were clean, I would never see you again.
In my mouth.
I don't know if I have enough spit, but I'll try for you. I smoke weed. I get cotton mouth. I'll work on it for you. Have you ever hooked up with a friend's sibling?
A friend's sibling? Yeah, probably. I've hooked up with a friend's dad.
How was that?
That was cool.
Did they call you mommy?
Him and then I did his dad.
Oh, did he call you
mommy? Then I did him again.
Oh, did they know about each other?
Oh yeah, definitely. They were like a room away from each other.
You did it simultaneously?
I wish I did. Oh God, I should do
You're
that.
a bad bitch, Monet.
I should call them and do that.
Do you think they'd be down?
Yeah.
Is that weird? Do their dicks look alike?
Oh, their dicks do look alike.
So why fuck really two if you just have the same dick in two different bodies?
I don't know how that ended up happening. But yeah, you're right. The same dick, two different bodies. I did sisters. I did twins.
At the same time?
Twin sisters, yeah.
Did they fuck each other or
no,
did you just fuck them? How does that work?
No, they kind of just...
Did you orchestrated this thing for sure?
Of course, come on.
I saw your horns come out and I just went to
Come on. It wouldn't even be right if I didn't orchestrate it. Yeah.
Was their pussies the same?
Yeah, they were identical twins, yeah.
But does that mean everything's identical?
Oh, no, yeah. It's
I've never seen two identical people's private parts, so I don't know.
No, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it looks exactly alike. Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like, okay,
but
I have two of you. Yeah, of course. And then I had sisters fuck me with a strap on once. They weren't identical. They were just sisters.
Like a DP or like simultaneously?
Simultaneously. Like I rode one's face and the other one fucked me with a strap on. But they didn't touch each other.
Is this all for like fun times or is this like paid pleasure?
Paid pleasure and fun times.
Okay. I'm like, this is, how do you, my thing is like, how do you come up and where do you find these friends? And you just have this time to be like, hey, you want to come over and fuck me in a strap on, both?
Like, you guys want to fuck? Like, I did two brothers.
I
was fucking one and then the other one just came in the room and whipped his dick out. And I was like, okay, cool, you're hot too. Fuck it.
That happened?
Yeah. Sometimes.
You said sometimes.
Maybe on a Wednesday.
I mean, so when I think about it, because I'm a visual person, like I'm not opposed because like if obviously that one's not your boyfriend, it doesn't matter. So it's like a hot situation, but I'm just like theoretically, it's a lot of it.
It's a little dirty.
That's not the part I'm thinking about. But that's great. All of that's great.
Then you guys switch.
Interesting. Yeah. Have you ever cum swapped?
All the time. Like
well, that's why you want me to spit in your mouth.
3 times a week.
This is why you're a motherfucking fucking dirty ass.
Much as I possibly can.
What do I do with you,
Tell
Monet?
me when you're ready. We can totally come swap.
I don't even know what to say to that. I feel... I don't even get cum myself right now. I just until I cum myself. I'm not. That sounded fucked up. Don't get fucked up. I'm not actively getting sex. No, not. Dick is hard to find out there.
Really
it's
hard
like
to find
for me, I'm just in a different space in my life where I've done porn, I've done whatever. OnlyFans, I only do myself, but I'm more like a demisexual type of person. So it's like I have to be mind stimulated to make my pussy wet.
Yes.
I am kinky and whatever, and I'll do the dirtiest shit when I'm into that person. But it's just hard to find someone that's worthy of that time.
That's why I have all the rules.
So, and that's one thing I've learned too is like the boundaries of like before. It's like not that I didn't know what I didn't want, but it was just like, oh, this person's paying attention to me. I'm like, okay, cool, but what are you bringing to this table?
Do you feel like you turn down like hundreds of guys a night when you go outside?
I don't really go out to a lot because I feel like I try to avoid toxic and draining energy. And for me, it's that like I like to be outside in certain times in certain situations, but sometimes being an empath, it warrants certain energies that I just can't deal with. That being at home in my own safe space is more inviting to like order Postmates and watch a movie.
You heard that, Bestie? Bestie gets mad at me because I don't like to go outside.
There's a time and place, you know what I mean? But I'm inside 90% of the time. I'm asleep by 10 o'clock. I'm pretty blank. Yeah. I can turn up for the rest of them, but again, I've lived my life according to how I've wanted to. I started business when I was 21 years old. I, did porn actively for over 10 plus years. I traveled the feature dancing circuit for over 10 plus years. I partied. I got paid to party. I've drank. I've hosted. I've done whatever that a bitch's bed feels nice.
Oh my
and I've worked hard for it. And again, I am currently going to do a Miami Exotica for the first time in like 3 years in July. Nice. I'm going to have the podcast there. I have a booth. You have to come say hi.
I will definitely come say hi.
So yeah, I'm going to do that for the first time in a while. And I host a twerk contest on stage.
Oh, nice.
And so yeah, it's new because the new world we're living in and is the first time I'm going to be around fans in person. So I'm excited, but also kind of nervous a little bit just to integrate to see how that it is. But I'm definitely excited to see everybody and see just the world flourishing like it should be. Obviously there's always bullshit that's happening and current events right now that we don't really want to talk about that. But as far as like the world again, as far as conventions and having that kind of fan interaction kind of thing is back again. So that's what I'm looking forward to kind of having and seeing how that all plays out.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yes. So you've completed Truth with Texas.
Hey.
You can ask me one question. Do you have a question for Miss Texas?
I want to ask a good one.
I feel like you like this.
Hi. Like you said, we are in a new world. What is the advice you would give these girls that are new and coming into the industry, especially OnlyFans, thinking that it is the greatest thing on earth and not realizing 10 years later they become us?
It's a good question. I think that for me personally, I think it'd be the same advice I would say I would said a couple years ago, even though the world has kind of changed, but it's the same type of dynamic, is that the adult industry is just that. It's an adult industry. It's something that you have to really make a choice and decision. And even if you're like myself, I started when I was 21. I make the joke of like young, dumb, and full of cum, but that also came with consequences. It came with certain things. But I always say that it's a really conscious decision to know what you're really getting into and that it's never going to go away. There's always going to be a stigma. It's an unfortunate thing that there is a stigma on sex workers because it shouldn't be that way, because it shouldn't be as shamed as it is in a society. And I don't feel shame from it. And a lot of sex workers do not feel the same way either. So it's unfortunate that is that, but that's the world that we live in. So you have to know that there will be a target on your back, that you have to have thick skin. You have to if you really want to do it, you can be successful, but you really got to do it and stick with it through and through.
I love that you said that. To all those girls that I've had arguments with that are doing OnlyFans, that's a legend. Right there. She said it.
You know what? And no tea, no shade, just all facts. It's hard work, and it's something that we are making conscious decisions about. But it's also it's content, and people can do with it. People have stolen things, people whatever, and put it in multiple platforms. Yeah. Look what happened to Pamela and Tommy Lee. It's certain things you just can't control. So it's something that you really have to make a conscious decision. You can definitely make a lucrative business and make a brand, but you definitely go big or go home, and Miss Texas never went home. But that's just what it is. I appreciate your time. It was so good getting to chat with you. Please let us know your social media so we can support you, follow you, and do all those great things.
My IG is the MONE Divine. It's MONEDIVINE. And then my website is MONE Divine XXX.
Awesome. All right, Private Talk After Dark, I appreciate you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this episode with MONE Divine, because I know I did. Until next time.